welcome to another Family Friday video. I'm starting out this week with some ruby red cardstock from Stampin' Up. This is folded to a standard size card. And I have some white cardstock here that I traced out with a pencil, this cloud shape. It kind of goes in the bottom corner of the card. And the next thing I'm going to do with this is I'm going to be using some stamping mask paper from Inkadinkado. And this is sort of, I know you've seen some like stamping masking done with like a post-it note, you know, just some really thin paper with some adhesive on the back. What this is it's the whole sheet is adhesive. So it's really great for really large masking areas if you're going to do a background or something like that. Or even if you want to put it through a die cutting machine and just cut out some letters, you can use that for masking. It's really great. The one thing you need to remember is that the white side is the one you want to be drawing or stamping on, and the blue side is the adhesive backing sheet. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place this right here. And I'm just going to kind of trace a little bit outside of where the cloud shape is. Okay, and I'm going to just cut that out with some scissors. Okay, so I've got this. I'm going to peel the adhesive backing sheet off, if I can get a good corner here. Okay, so I'll peel the backing sheet off. I'm going to put it straight onto the card front. Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to get some scratch paper, put it underneath here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some Versamark ink and I'm going to ink all the way around this. And that's why the masking paper is really, such a good idea for this, because it won't be peeling up from the card front while I do this. The Versamark ink is quite sticky, and if it wasn't adhered all the way down on all the edges that I would be touching with the ink pad, the mask would be peeling up. So really good idea to have some masking paper for this. I'm just pressing the ink pad. You can kind of rub it if you want. Alright, and you can see that the Versamark ink is a little bit glossy. You can even see, where I stamped onto the white. So what I'm going to do, just to quick this up drying, or speed it up drying, you can wait to have this dry, just in the air, but I'm going to use my heat gun just to speed it up. Okay, and now you can peel up the mask. You can see it left a really good line. I'm going to take, this is a Stampin' Up marker that's the same color as the cardstock. It doesn't have to be the exact same color if you're not using Stampin' Up cardstock or something like that, but just a similar color. I'm just going to put in some stitching lines. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to take this white cloud and I'm going to see how close we are. Okay, I'm not adhering this down, it's just there for placement. I'm just putting in some stitching lines. Okay. Alright, and we're going to do some stamping on this piece before we adhere it to the card front. But I'm just going to place that there for a minute. The next thing I'm doing is I'm adding some printed masking tape. This is from Seven Gypsies. And it's basically just your regular old masking tape but with a pattern on it. So I'm going to be adhering it down right here. It has a backing sheet on it, so I'm going to peel the backing sheet off. Then I'm going to get it adhered down. And I can just wrap this edge. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is some stamping, and I'm using this stamp set from Basic Gray. This is from the Green at Heart collection. It's the Tree Hugger stamp. I'm going to be using a couple of these little birds. And I'm just going to place them on the card just to see, or on the cardstock, to kind of get them placed, to make sure I'm getting them in the right spot. I need to slide him over. Okay, so they're going to be just like that. Okay, since I know that that's where I want them all, I'm going to use a larger block and just pick them all up. Okay, I have some StazOn ink here. Ink up all the stamps. Okay, and we have our 3 birds. Okay, we're going to do some blender pen coloring, and I'm using 2 sets of chalk inks from Inkadikadu. It is the Garden Flowers, which is this set right here, more just, you know, reds and oranges and yellows, a little bit of green. And then this other one, which is blues and greens. Okay, the last thing I'm going to do is use a little bit of charcoal color box chalk ink just to put a little bit of a shadow underneath the birds. Okay, and now I'm going to stamp another stamp from that stamp set, and it's this kind of a talking bubble. So I'll just stamp the talking bubble, and then also this, there's a Merci, Beaucoup, and I'll stamp that inside the bubble, and then I'll trim it out. Okay, so we have our Merci, Beaucoup. It's going to go right there. So it's time to start assembling our card. I will use some dimensional adhesive on the back. I'm going to be using these large foam squares from, I think these are from Thermoweb. Okay, so I've got that on there, and then I'm going to take the Merci, Beaucoup, and I'll put some adhesive on the back of that as well. I'll be saying that right there. I can round these corners at the bottom. And there's our card for this week. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.